I'm in charge now, so shit about to look different.
Family first.
Don't do anything reckless, you hear me?
No. The Russians took out Lorenzo, and I got a plan to get him back. Are you in?
If your testimony is the only thing that will make him pay for his crimes.
I want my life back.
What? I don't even know if I can trust anybody. I'm not like my dad. I'm smarter than him. Better than him.
The funeral for Lorenzo in episode 6 is going to be a tough one for us to watch. Even tougher for the Tejadas because in this family, we know we can't trust anybody. Now, RIP to Lorenzo, but he's in a casket because Monet put a hit out on him via Gordo because he accidentally killed Zeke, and the whole family is in shambles now. But you do hear Monet saying, I'm in charge. We're going to do things a little bit differently. Now, I don't know how this is going to work out because Kane is the one getting all the product from Noma. He's getting the guns from Noma. So I don't know how Monet's really going to be in charge. But before we jump into this and break down this trailer, if you're new to the channel, you like power content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions, then hit your subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button and follow me on Instagram right here. We also have Mastermind Tasha's Son merch pinned in the comment section and in the description. I want to say thank you all for 40,000 subscribers. We're going to continue to grow. Next stop is 50,000. But before we can get there, we need to mourn Lorenzo, and Monet is in charge. So how do you think it's going to play out moving forward with Monet making the decisions, even though we see Kane take the chain off of Lorenzo and says family first? It's only a matter of time before he starts to piece things together, just like Monet pieced things together. Now, Drew, Lorenzo, they did begin to get closer. He accepted his daddy. He apologized, said, hey, you made an accident. Don't worry about it. Ultimately, Lorenzo got killed. Chain goes to Kane, and Kane is in charge now. Now, Kane's going to have to make some huge decisions because you remember, the crew went to Italy and they had their issues, and Tariq is dealing with Noma one-on-one. So he's going to have to worry about the Jamaica Ave and what's going on internally, and can he really trust his mom? Because if he found out that Zeke did it, Monet was easily going to find out about it because she was questioning Kane. This might put Kane in a direction of becoming a little more ruthless. When I mean ruthless, he's not going to care about what's going on in the streets because he's going to want to figure out who killed his father, and he's going to also want to move these drugs and guns. But when you got people inside the household, also you don't know what Tariq, Effie, and Brayden really got going on, you're going to have to watch your back. Because if you can remember, Drew and Monet, they begin to get a little closer this season, and it kind of put Kane with Lorenzo. So he's going to have to watch Drew because Drew needs to be his right-hand man, but we know Drew is running off with Gordo. You hear Monet telling Drew, don't do anything stupid. And what she means by that is, she knows that Drew is hanging with Gordo. Remember, Gordo came over to the house looking for Drew. He apologized for not coming to Zeke's funeral. She said, don't worry about it. But Monet went to Evelyn first and told Evelyn about Lorenzo putting the hit on Frank. Then she went to Gordo. Gordo was the one that took out Lorenzo. Gordo sent the text message, allegedly, saying, done, thank you. Now she's telling Drew, don't do anything stupid, meaning don't be out in the streets looking for Lorenzo's killer because you're hanging with Lorenzo's killer. Now, I don't know if she's going to let Drew know that Gordo was the one she told to do it, or she's going to lead him on a wild goose chase, kind of like Lorenzo did with IG the GTG member. So Drew hearing don't do nothing stupid, what's the first thing Drew's going to do? Something stupid. Because these kids, the Tejadas, they really don't care. And now that Poppy's gone, it's going to put a little bit of fire in their heart because someone close to them is gone. Typically, they're the one doing the killing. Now, when it's someone getting killed in their family outside of Zeke, because, you know, we didn't know if Zeke was a cousin or a brother, they feel some type of way. And as I said, Drew, the first thing he does is does something stupid. Wherever Drew is walking down this hall and you see Drew in a blue cap, just know he's up to something. Mischievous Drew, that's what you gotta call him. Because last time we seen him with this hat on, he was at the hospital taking personal belongings from the CI to get the phone, all the incriminating pictures, break that up, throw the phone away. So Drew, he's out here, looks like he's looking for something. We also seen in the trailer that he sits down and talks with Gordo. Now, the reason I'm saying that he's doing something stupid is because his mom is letting him hang around the killer of Lorenzo. Now, you hear Drew tell Gordo, the Russians took out my pops. I gotta go get even with them. Are you with me? Now, Gordo was the one that killed Lorenzo. So he has to kind of downplay it. Now I can see Drew ending up finding out that Gordo killed his father because he helped with Frank. And it might be Kane that has to step in and get rid of Gordo, because I don't think Drew's going to be able to do it. Or this might be one of the kills that Drew needs so he can become that evil villain that you all been waiting on, because everyone keeps saying Drew is useless, but he's just using his mind over his brute strength like his brother Kane. Yes, my dog Sax is still standing, but Sax is working both sides. He found out a little bit about Davis. He also found out that Jenny was BSing. Now it looks like he might be talking to Lauren. You know how they piece these trailers together. But if he is talking to Lauren, he's letting her know, hey, you don't need to be there. She can't hold you. That's illegal what she's doing. You have the right to leave and come back to your regular life. But it's going to be up to Lauren to make that decision. We also see her talking to Jenny coming down the stairs saying she wants her life back. So Sax is playing both sides. But this is what Davis hired him for, because he had some connections on the inside. That's why he even tells Davis, hey Davis, I can do the Theo stuff. I also can get some information from Jenny. And Davis is with all of that. Now Sax, we don't know what exactly he's going to do. One thing we do know is he's in survival mode, meaning he's going to do whatever it takes for Sax to make it out of this. And since Jenny broke his heart in episode 5 by lying to him, leading him on, and not telling him that Lauren is alive, he could be helping Lauren out as far as helping Tariq and protecting Tariq, because he told her and put it in her head that Tariq had nothing to do with this murder of you. He was dumbfounded when he found out. So Lauren, she might be talking to Sax on behalf of Tariq, because she told Tariq, I'm working with the feds. Now, if Tariq knows this information, he could go back and tell Davis, and Sax already knows, but they could be working together to try to figure this out. We don't know, but Sax is going to be a key player moving forward, but he might also die. It's just Sax is playing the game to win, but that might not be the end goal for him. Effie's waking up looking at Tariq, and you know Tariq seen Lauren. So how long is this going to sit on Tariq's mind? I'm not sure, but I think he's going to start applying a little bit of pressure or looking at Effie a little bit differently. You know what I mean? You're close to her, but you finding out that Lauren is alive and Effie was the one that did it. Also, you got to look at Brayden. So we could begin to see a clash between Brayden and Tariq this week. Now, we know Tariq, he helped Brayden. Brayden is recovering, but right now, that has nothing to do with what's going on in Tariq's mind, because his best friend and his girlfriend, they've been lying to him, playing him behind his back. Now, this could force Effie out. And what I mean by that is, not out of the group, but she won't be up under Tariq and next to Brayden. She will have to go over to Kane if Tariq starts to separate himself from Effie in exile, basically not giving her any work. So that connection and bond that we've been seeing between Effie and Kane, it should start to pick up around this episode or maybe next episode. It just depends on if Effie's ever going to tell the truth, or maybe Brayden's going to have to tell Tariq. But anyway, it's going to be a bombshell and it's going to hurt Tariq. But Effie, she might be getting kicked out coming up pretty soon. We see Tariq out at the graveyard, and it looks like he might be talking to his grandmother from a picture I seen earlier, one of the clips. But I'm not too sure, I can't confirm it, but he doesn't know who he can trust. He just seen a dead body. If you remember the whole scene in the classroom when he was having a dream, Lauren never came through the door, which gave us speculation that she's probably still alive. And also James was on the phone, but he never came through the door. So we don't know how that's going to play out. Maybe Tariq is going to have a couple of his hallucinations, but right now he's trying to find himself. He's running through the streets. He knows that the weight that Noma's giving him is too much. He's never going to be able to get out the game at this rate. Effie's been lying to him. Effie's trying to take out Noma. Brayden's been lying to him. So right now it's really Tariq by himself. His mother and sister, witness protection, it's just him out here. Now he's going to have to find himself and get himself together, because one thing about the game don't end. The clock at the end of the game is usually death or jail. We know Tariq has a car, but they catch him down in the subway. Now Obi and one of his bodyguards, they're down there waiting. I don't know what Tariq is running from, but it looks like the pressure is getting real. The wall is starting to close in, because they might want more work. They might want more guns. They might want a lot of stuff. You have to remember, Tariq even said Noma owns them at this point. So if Obi can pop up and find you, this is a deadly game that you're playing. Maybe your exit route is going with RSJ, but as of right now, Noma, Obi, they want the work worked, and I mean put out in the streets. We want the next shipment covered, and Tariq, they after you. If they chasing you down, that means there's problems. If they can't just contact Tariq via phone or tell him to be at the warehouse and they have to hunt him down, this is where problems are going to start to arise, because everything ain't going to be ups, especially in the Power universe. When things are going good, everyone's headed right, something makes us go left. And it looks like right now, Tariq might be hitting that wall because the whole organization is crumbling from the inside. We call it imploding. All right, there you go. My breakdown, a couple of my predictions for episode 6 of the trailer. Let me know what you think. Who's going to be the first one to step up and tell Tariq about the truth? Or is he going to have to apply that pressure to each individual person to find out about Lauren? Also, is Kane going to really be able to work up under Monet since he's the one that put all this together? Let me know what you think. I'm J. Again, thank you for the 40,000 subscribers. I definitely appreciate it. We've been working, we've been grinding. We're going to continue. We're going to try to get to 50,000. Hey, why not 50K made? Let's try to make it happen. But if you like this kind of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm J, and I'm out.